In this week's session we're going to be looking at lessons from the rat. Now, rats are amazing creatures. They're often given a bad reputation though, and although people criticise them for feeding on rubbish and spreading disease, they're actually very good at cleaning up waste, rubbish that people leave behind. Rats are very sociable and they need company. They're very loving pets who love to cuddle and be close to the caregivers and family. Rats care for any sick or injured members of the family, and they love to learn new things, they love to explore new places and play. They're very agile and they love to climb and sneak into small holes. Rats are also very resilient. They're very adaptable and they can live in almost any environment. And they persevere when they're trying to solve problems, and they use creativity and intelligence to help them find a solution. Although rats get a lot of negativity from people, they are able to continue regardless without letting the judgments of others bother them. And the key things that you can learn from rats are to be adventurous and be resilient and to value your community. So the first lesson we're going to learn from the rat today is to develop resilience. Resilience is the ability to continue to work towards a goal despite any difficulties that you might have to overcome. And rats are actually really good at this. If they set their minds on something, they're very adaptable and creative in finding a way to achieve it, no matter how many times they fail in their efforts. Now, difficulties can present themselves in many ways. They can be physical or they can be mental difficulties. They may be caused by other people or even created by your own mind. And this week, for example, I started yoga. I found it hard and I realised that I don't have the strength and stamina that I thought I had. However, with determination and repetition, I know I can absolutely build that up. And doing that will take a great deal of resilience on my part, as it's hard to do something that you struggle with. And this is the same for children. We're all learning all the time. And as adults, we generally know where our strengths and weaknesses lie, and quite often, where possible, we play to our strengths. In schools, however, it's not that simple for children because quite often they have to take part in a range of lessons, whether they're good at those lessons or not, and alongside other children who are very good at those lessons. And this can result in a number of mixed emotions. They might have feelings of shame and embarrassment if they can't do it themselves or they can't keep up with the other children. They might worry about what other people are thinking about them, or saying that they dislike the subject because why would you like something that makes you feel bad all the time? And combined, these thoughts and feelings can really knock a child's self-esteem, and they can result in avoidance because if they don't try, they have an excuse not to succeed. Now, these are really strong emotions and they can have a huge impact on your child's adult life. If children learn to opt out of things they don't like or they struggle with, how are they going to develop resilience when they get older? And resilience is the key to future success. Resilience helps you overcome problems and find solutions. It helps you to see failure as an opportunity to support growth. And it helps you to achieve your goals and your dreams. This is a skill that can easily be identified in leaders and successful entrepreneurs. By nurturing this skill in your children, you'll be setting up for success later in life. And the best way to teach this is through encouragement, rewarding effort, and from leading by example. Okay, so the second lesson we're going to learn from the rat is to be part of a community. Rats demonstrate a great example of how community works. They love company, they like to play together, they work together, and they take care of their sick and elderly members. After years of begging, we finally gave in and allowed our daughter to get 3 pet rats. They were great fun, and for small animals they had huge personalities. They cuddled together, groomed each other, played together, and worked together to achieve an end goal. In order to get some treats out of the little plastic drawers that they were kept in, it was really funny as we watched them individually try to pull the drawers out to get the treats, nudging them from the other side, trying to chew the plastic, trying to pull. And within a few days of trying, it really did amuse us to see that they actually started to work together. And in the end, it took a coordinated effort of one rat pushing from behind, while the other one pulled from the front, and they were able to get the treats. Now this showed not only resilience but the value of working together. And as they got older and the rats reached the end of their life, I also saw how the brothers and newer family additions groomed them and cuddled them and just really kept them warm as they were getting older, and it really was truly beautiful and humbling to see. Now, community comes from belonging to a group of people who live in the same area or who share common interests, and this can include clubs and societies, schools, friendship groups, religious groups, etc. And within a community, children can learn to share and to learn from each other, and to build positive relationships, to care about others, and to work together to achieve a common goal, whether that's to win a sports competition, to complete a project, or to pray for a positive outcome. And I've mentioned previously that we all have different strengths and weaknesses, and the beauty of working together is that people can succeed by using the strengths and weaknesses of other people. So where you're weak in one area, somebody else in that team might be strong in that area. By working together like that, you're able to develop something that wouldn't be possible if you attempted it alone. The third lesson that we can learn from rats is to seek adventures. Now, life isn't all about working, but it is nearly always about learning. And learning doesn't have to feel like work. Every experience and encounter brings with it new learning, and one of the best ways to develop new skills and experiences is to step out of your comfort zone and explore new things. And rats are very good at doing this. Rats are naturally curious animals, and they love to explore new things and surroundings. They're very intelligent creatures, and they learn a lot from their explorations. Now, as humans, our brains are wired to keep us safe. And as such, many of us like to stay within our comfort zones and stick with familiar places, activities and routines. Ironically, the more safe and secure a child feels, the more they're going to want to explore and seek adventure. But their limits are often your limits. How many new places do you try to visit, and how often do you push yourself out of your comfort zone? When you see life as an adventure with much to be explored, you will experience so much fun and character growth, and you'll learn new skills and knowledge that will help you to live a happy and fulfilling life, and that is definitely something to nurture in your kids, and it can be developed whilst having lots of fun. Now, if you think about it, new countries would never have been found without a desire to explore new territories. Companies wouldn't have been set up without the courage to try new things and take some risks. Books wouldn't have been published if people hadn't been brave enough to step out of the comfort zone and take a chance by putting their ideas out there. So success and fulfilment can't be found by staying safe. They're often a result of taking chances and exploring opportunities and learning new things. So, what is the route to success? Or more succinctly, what is the rat's route to success? You could argue that the lessons rats teach you really can show you a route to a happy and successful life. Resilience, cooperation, teamwork, and a willingness to learn and achieve by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone can equip you and your children with the skills necessary to succeed and the satisfaction that can only be gained by overcoming difficult or personal challenges. I hope you've enjoyed the lessons from the rat this week, and if you would like to learn more lessons from animals, then do check out my website. There's lots of blogs on there from different animals, and that is www.learningfromanimals.co.uk. If you feel drawn to develop all these amazing skills in your child from a young age and give them a real head start for a successful life ahead, then do check out Llama Meditation. That's an animal themed movement and meditation course which nurtures emotional well-being in children, and it's for children aged 6 to 11, and there's lots of different benefits. So it's not just a meditation course on its own, it really does tackle the self-esteem, the positive mindset, the relationship building, and all the skills really that we've been talking about today. So do check that out. I will post the link in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.